All right, let's talk about Freedom real quick. Up to this point, he's done everything well, right? My number one goal for him, or his number one job, was to not drift into Royce White territory, right? Cantor's whole campaign has been so effective because he's been genuine. He's explicitly told you his intentions, and he's given you a rationale for why he's doing what he's doing. And he's been respectful and he's been charming. He's been so charming. If you are familiar with people from Turkey and that region of the world, they're just charming. And he's modeling that and just demonstrating that so well. Royce White, on the other hand, comes off as a disingenuous prick who comes off like he's mocking the people he's trying to persuade, right? He's trying to bring change to an issue or solve an issue that he sees that might be a valid issue, but the way he's doing it comes off as disingenuous, which is why I've said all along, Freedom, do not associate yourself with that guy. Do not go to a WNBA game with him. And by the way, on August 8th, I went back and checked receipts. I publicly told Enes Kanter Freedom in a viral post, make sure you go to a game. Put that on your list. You have to do it. Get more eyes on you. Get as close to the WNBA court as possible. Let people start making that mental association in your mind and seeing you on a WNBA court. So I'm glad he took me up on that advice. But last night he drifted in the Royce White territory, which is not good, right? Because Royce White, they can easily discredit him, right? So I was saying, stay away from him, because then they're going to pair you in your effective campaign with his ineffective campaign, and they're going to discredit you both. So he's done well with making sure he doesn't go anywhere near that prick. But last night he drifted in the Royce White territory, and that's not good, because all he had to do was go to that game and stay charming and stay authentic, cheer for all the women on the court, and just leave, show his face, right? But leave without causing any issues. Last night, he didn't necessarily cause any issues, but getting ejected from the game, right? The positive is it pulled a lot of people into this conversation who might not have commented on it before. If you go on X, a lot of national people are now, on the right they were talking about it, but on the left they're talking about it, which is a win. You want the attention, you want the energy. Typically, what has light, right? What is attracting all of the light and the attention has importance in people's minds, and that's what's very important, right? What has attention has life. But if you see some of the responses, everyone's just saying this guy's a prick. This guy's disingenuous. He's done more. He's hurting women's sports, right? So I'm not sure he can, I'm not sure getting kicked out of the game last night was a benefit to him. He can make it one, but he's got to be very intentional and very strategic with his next move. He's got more eyes on him now than he's ever had, right? Which is a good thing. We also in these videos of him getting ejected, you see what looks like a crazy person approach him and start screaming while he's smiling, and he's just like, what? Like, what are you doing? We all have seen that before, which is good. We've all experienced that before. So Enes Kanter Freedom has all eyes on him. More eyes than he's ever had on him in this campaign. So it's not ideal getting ejected from the game because he's entering Royce White territory. But he can spin this into a win. He's got more energy and more eyes on him than ever. So there's a few things I have in mind that he can do. I will be DMing our friend Freedom. Same way I DM'd about attending a WNBA game, which I know he saw. And we'll see what he does next. But he has to be very intentional and very smart about this. You now have all eyes on you, Freedom. You have to capitalize on this next video. So I'll be writing about that a little bit more on my X, but stay tuned. Stay out of the Royce White lane. And Royce White, screw you for damaging the cause, Royce White, and for showing up in my replies and telling me to shut up. You can go screw yourself. If you want clicks and impressions, how you're getting them, you're getting clicks and impressions with your stunts, but you're not advancing any cause. So you can go screw yourself.